What's up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And today we need to discuss the market action. And I want to reiterate a point that I made in a video some time ago. I think it's been a month or two, where I talked about creating a plan that would mitigate the effect of slippage. And this was where I was explaining how you could lower your risk against slippage with your strategy of purchasing items on the app, specifically in the market. So what we are seeing here in the last 24 to 48 hours is a major nosedive with the Grail items, but we're not seeing the same action on the regular items. So let's just take a quick look at some of these quote unquote grails and show you what's happening with the price, starting out with the Todd McFarlane Batman down to $1,300. Wow, that's just insane. It was just at $1,400, and these two new listings just popped up here in the last 30 minutes. What else do we have? Let's jump down and look at the golden moments. There's some action here in the golden moments, two or three that are very noteworthy. First and foremost, of course, is the partner statue coming in today. Oh my gosh, that just happened. Guys, gals, we broke 5,000. This is the lowest listing I have seen in the last, I don't know, since the last market cycle peak. $4,900? Complete insanity. So price is definitely dropping, and we're talking a steep nosedive. Looking at the sorcerer's hat, down to $490. I've got one. Looking at R2D2 at $825, when just a few weeks ago we were thinking that the absolute bottom was $1,200 to $1,300. So several of these items are just taking a serious hit. 135 on Wally. I'm ready to buy a Wally. I did have a strike price of 175, but I decided to sit back and wait. C3PO coming in at 415. Who would have thought? Man, oh man, I remember not too long ago thinking that we would never see this one come down below 700 to 800 gems, and there it is at half of that price. All right, so that's the golden moments. Let's look at a couple of more, and then I'll show you what I'm doing and make my point and illustrate it with an actual example of my stacking 2.0 strategy. So I'm looking for Superman down here. Where are you, Superman? Okay, here we go. There's the Superman. What is the price right now? Oh, wow. $698.99. So we have just broken 700. And I thought 1,000 was the absolute bottom. So here we are 30% lower than what I thought the absolute bottom would be. And it wasn't too long ago that this one was sitting at 12, 13, 1,400 gems. Okay, now you can go through the rest of these grails, as you all like to call them, and look at the prices. But one thing that I notice is that the regular items aren't getting hit quite as hard. Let's just look at the Buzz Light Common, which is coming in today at 22 gems. It's not too big of a dive. 183 on the Boba Fett Ultra Rare. Not too bad of a price. It was sitting around 200, 210 a few days ago. 109 on Buzz Light Ultra Rare. Not too bad. Don't see too much slippage there. 32.99 on Buzz Lightyear the Rare. Here's the common. I do have a common 3-digit that got on the drop. 24 gems, not much change in price. And the uncommon coming in at a somewhat respectable 27.90. Okay, so let's get back down. Oh, we got to look at Darth Vader, the Emperor's Fist. Ultra rare coming in today at $1,100. Wow. Okay, it was at $1,200 right before I shot this video. So the listings are going up as we speak and coming down. Now, how long ago was it? I went to Cedar Point this weekend and was just showing this one off to my brother-in-law, where it was sitting at a floor price of $1,899. And now we're down to $1,100. That is something else. So here we have a slippage of 800 gems. Now, the percentage loss of this Grail item and the others is a lot greater. We're looking at 30-40% as opposed to maybe 10-20% on regular items. But the main thing is this: the percentage doesn't matter. It's how many points that you are losing as far as gems. You've slipped down 800 gems on this item in less than a week. So what do you do? How do you handle this? There's Silver Surfer at 81.97. Not too bad. We've been sitting in the 80s for a few days. It had popped back up to 105 before we had the squeeze, the removal of the bot listings and the non-KYC accounts on July the 31st. Okay, so what I do about this, I continue with my stacking 2.0 strategy, and I focus on the items that people have long forgotten about. I buy things that I like and enjoy, that I know the price history of because I watch the action on a daily basis multiple times per day. And I even know the price history that does not show up on my NFT tracker because that only started when the app started. I know what the price history is before that and have spreadsheets where I have graphs from way back when. We're talking a year or two ago. I can't even remember now when I started on the app. I guess it was late 2020, and then I jumped in February of 2021. Okay, so let's make the point and get to the strategy. We're going to look at a certain category, but before I get there, let's stop along the way a couple times. I did mention in a video a few days ago about the protector that I passed on picking this one up at 31 gems, and then it shot up to 55. Well, as I always say, if you wait long enough, these items will always come back down to get you. So the protector is now at 30.99. Now, I'm not even going to give you guys a chance to get this one. This one's mine because that's a 3-digit number. So sorry, Charlie. Let's go ahead and complete this transaction. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And so now when this one shoots back up to 55, I'll sell the other one and then I'll keep this one because it's the 3-digit number. Same thing happened on the uncommon. I bought my uncommon for what, 49 or 55 gems? It's at 84.97. So that's kind of cool. Now, there was a big FOMO wave when some story came out that this rabbit was supposed to go on a murdering spree and do something special on OpenSea. I don't even remember what it was. And you all sat and watched the prices double. And it went up even higher than double. And then after all the dust settles, when the next rumor of another item comes out, they forget about this and prices come back down. That's what I love about human nature. We tend to gravitate towards the new shiny things, and then we get all messed up whenever some new rumor comes out about an item. Just like when they turned on drivability for the common DeLorean, and the price shot up from 30 gems to 150, and I sold 4 of mine, and now it's back down below the price it was before they turned on the drivability. Okay, let's get down here to the focus set, where I will show you the real-life example of my stacking 2.0 strategy. And yes, it's in Fantastic Four. And yes, it is the invisible woman that everyone else has forgotten about. People didn't like this one. I love it. I think the artwork is great. And I think the retro hairstyle, I like everything about this item. And what I like even more is the price volatility. So here's the common with 109 on the market. And you will see right now that the floor price is at $6.45. But I just bought 3 or 4 at $5.99. In fact, the cheapest one was $5.75. My rule for Invisible Woman Common is that I buy all listings below $6. So let's just see how many of these that I have, and then we'll go through the rest of the set. Yep, I'm up to 27. Now, the first one I bought was over $100. Okay, and now I'm scooping them up at $6. So most of this entire set, this stack that I have obtained for the price of 6 to basically 14 gems. When it got below 14, that's when I started to get serious about the stack. Now, what do I do with this? I wait until the next market cycle when we start to run up, and then I sell these one at a time, all the way to the peak. That way I don't miss the market cycle peak. And I will not list more than one at a time. Something that I don't understand is why certain whales, certain collectors will buy up a bunch of an item and then throw 20 or 30 of them up for sale at the floor price. Now, it might be to scare people, to create a sell wall, to make people list underneath it so they can buy the lower price and then remove all theirs in a rug pull. Now, that's a good strategy if you don't have a soul. But it works because you're doing this in order to buy more. But some people put them up, sell walls, and I'll buy them because no one is listing underneath it. So I don't understand the whole buy in bulk, sell in bulk at a lower price unless you got those items with illegitimate gems. Now, let's move to the next item. It is the uncommon. The rule is on the uncommon that I buy at 7 gems or lower. How many do I have now? Well, we've got 11, and I'm thinking I will have an opportunity to raise this stack. If it goes much below 7, I'll take this one up to 20. The next one, the rare. We are sitting at a floor price of a respectable 14 gems. My rule on the rare is to buy all listings at 11 or cheaper. How many do I have right now? I've got 10 of them. One thing you'll notice is I didn't start really getting this one until the price, dumped. And here's the most expensive price that I paid. 108 gems, 45 cents. All right. And I bought that during the last peak, but it was with leveraged gems. It was with items that I had already sold for 5x and 10x the price. So I really didn't pay more than, say, 15 to 20 gems effectively for that first one. But let's look at the prices on all the rest that I have stacked. Here's one for 19. Here's one for 16. And you'll see that the purchase prices go lower as we go. There's one for 15. Then we jump on down. That one's $19.99. Let's see, what else do we have? 13. And here's one for 11.20. I did have a rule that 13 was the breakoff point, but I have enough of them now that I can lower my rule. So now it's 11 gems because I have enough. But if it's at 11 or lower, I can't pass that up because I'm only going to turn around and be able to flip that for maximum gains. So I can stack that. And here's the thing. Do you really think that this is going to go much lower than 10 gems? Nope. Do you really think that the common is going to go much lower than $5.99? Nope. What if it went to 0? Let's just say the common goes to 0. It's a $6.45 right now. The ones that I bought today for $5.99, what's my slippage? In dollar terms, it's $5.99. Now, what if you bought the Darth Vader Ultra Rare last Saturday when I was running around at Cedar Point? What if you bought that for $1,899? Well, your slippage is $800. Do you get the point? Post in the comments and let me know if you understand the point that I am trying to make to you. Now, I'm going to scroll down and see if there's anything else that I wanted to mention as far as recent purchases, and then we will end it. Patrick Hughes. Yeah, let's talk about that. I wanted these on the drop and I didn't get them, so I've been waiting. And as I always say, they come back down to get you if you wait long enough. The ultra rare, which doesn't show up on the chart on my NFT tracker, the peak of this one was like 380 gems because I've been watching this every day and they didn't catch it on that peak. It's at 190. I just bought one for 175. So I'm good with that. Now, Create Expectations is down to 137. I picked up one for 140, I think a week ago on the last dip. And I love this item. I want to show it off. I may never sell them because this is my favorite of all artwork listed on the app just because of the optical illusion and because of the fact that they reproduce something in the physical world that gives the same illusion as in the real world, but right here on the app, which is just genius to me. It's amazing that when you put this in AR, you could walk by it just like you do if you were at the art gallery, and you'll get the same effect as the real one. So I'm happy with that, and I'm going to sit on those. I may not ever sell them. If they dip down even further, say towards 100 gems, I'll grab 2 more, one of each, and I'll use those to sell during the next market cycle peak. But otherwise, they're staying in my pocket. Now, let's just check Superman really quick if you're hanging in there. I did buy this back at 131 gems. It's at 139, and I am watching the common. It's at 179, which is fantastic. If it goes any lower, I'll get it. I don't have to have this, so I don't need to be spending that kind of money. I had a rare. It's at 270 now. I had like 4 commons, a rare, and an uncommon. And now at least I have one back, so I feel better because I miss them. Star Trek, one thing about this, the ultra rare USS Enterprise is at $118.99. I bought mine, a couple weeks ago, and I think I paid $129. I don't remember. Let's just look on here. As I bought one of these on the drop, and I sold it during the last peak for 800 gems. So I said, well, I'd like to ride this again. So I did pick it up again. 120. There we go. So I paid pretty much just $1 and a penny over the current floor price. That's not bad. And it was sitting at 115 a couple of days ago. So there you go. I don't have much slippage that I'm worried about with that item. So I'm going to be primed and ready for the next run. Will we have a next run? I don't know. It's no guarantee. But I can guarantee you this. Human nature is never going to change. Humans will human. And what I mean by that is we will always be ruled by our emotions. And whenever FOMO hits, the masses are going to be running up to the top of that cliff like a bunch of lemmings. And then they're all going to follow each other as they jump off into the ocean, just like that funny video of the lemmings. That's the masses. I do the opposite of the masses, and I am betting on human emotion continuing on. And that's the thing I can guarantee, even though there's no guarantee that this market will definitely come back in the future. None of this was financial advice, by the way, so please do not jump into this head first just because you heard me talking about something, because you could lose your you could lose everything and end up living in a box on the side of the river and subsiding on government cheese. I'm telling you. All right. I would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe to the Crypto Pro channel. Glad to have you here. And let's chop it up in the comments. And if you want to get to even better conversation, come join us in the Telegram group for the Crypto Pro channel, VeVe group, for clean discussion with no fussing, no cussing, and nobody listing things for sale. It's not a swap shop. We just get good discussion on strategy and how to make the most out of this market. We'd love to have you there. That's all I got for now. This is Carlton, and I am out.